Hello everyone, and welcome back to Evie's Pets. I'm so sorry it's been such a long time since I last posted. So much has happened since my last video, and I'm so excited to show you my newest pets that I got in September. Okay, so you can probably hear them already, but here are my newest pets. They are two parakeets. So the yellow one right here is Ducky, and he is my bird. And then the little blue one up here is Blueberry, and he is my sister's bird. And they are so sweet, and they've already settled in really well. I've had them for 2 months now, and they're already quite friendly. So the reason why I decided to get Budgies was because we were on a family trip, and there was a ton of pigeons everywhere. And I'm not really used to having pigeons. Where we live, there's not many, but they kept coming up to me, and they would even eat out of my hand. And so I was shocked at how friendly and smart they were. And so when I got home, I decided to do some research and see if you could keep them as pets. Well, after doing a bit of research, I found that pigeons made great pets. The only problem was that they took up a lot of space and they were very dusty, which would have been hard to keep them inside, and I just didn't quite have enough space for a cage of that size. So I was about to give up on looking for another pet when my brother mentioned Budgies to me. So before now, I had always thought of Budgies as very small, skittish birds that weren't very smart. So when I heard him mention Budgies, I just kind of automatically thought that they were not the right pet for me. But he convinced me to do some research, and after an hour or so of research, I was hooked. So after that, I did more thorough research, but I kept going back and forth on whether or not I should get them or not, because I just didn't know if I would have enough time to care for them, as I already have a lot of pets, and they do take up a lot of my time. But after talking to some Budgie owners, and they answered a lot of my questions, I decided that they would be a good option. And so I didn't have to wait long, because me and my sister's birthday was in a couple weeks away. And so it really just took off from there. I started ordering all the supplies, and a couple days after our birthday, we went out and we picked up these two. So now that I've showed you my new pets, I'd like to give you a quick tour of their area. Okay, so this is the new bird room, and I used to have a desk right here, and actually Ethan the fish used to be over in that corner, but we moved Ethan over here, and my desk is in my room, and so we made space for the Budgies and all their things. So I'm going to start right here. This is their newest bird tree. It's a nice big branch that we found, and I just cut it to size, and then I put it on some wood boards, and they just love playing on this. They especially love sitting on the very top, and they love to chew on some cardboard toys I made them. So I usually let them out on their bird stands 2 to 3 times a day, which they thoroughly enjoy. So over here is their cage, and it actually has a divider, which originally I was going to keep them separate because I thought that maybe they'd bond better with us if they were separated. But after a little time, once they were tame, I'd let them be together again, and so now they have the whole run of the cage, and they love sitting together on all the branches. So I'm going to go ahead and show you around the cage. So over here they've got their veggie bowl, and they've got a dowel perch, and then they've got some nice wood perches and some toys. They've also got Blueberry's food bowl over here, and then some flat wood perches to sit on. They've got some of the rope perches and their rope boing, which they just love to play on. They've also got a swing down there and a perch over there. And they just love running all over their cage and playing with all their toys. So over here they have their water bowl and their cuddle bone for calcium. They've got another rope perch over here and their bridge, and then over here is Ducky's food bowl right here. So it's a super nice cage, and I'm really glad I invested in a nice big good quality cage, because if I ever want to grow my flock, I have tons of space, and it's also really good quality, so I never have to worry about buying a new cage. So So underneath the cage is all their supplies. I've got their food and their treats and their bedding down here. And then they've got some of their cage accessories and toys down there. And then their carry boxes, which they came in. And then that's really it for down here. I'm really glad I got a cage with shelving at the bottom because it really helps just keep everything organized. As you can also see, I've got all these plastic mats on the ground just to protect the carpet because I don't want anything getting on it. Because you can see they do kick a bit of bedding and seeds out of their cage, so it's really nice and easy to just sweep it up off the plastic mats. Okay, so over here is their other bird stand, and this one we made actually before they arrived. So one of their favorites is this swing here that we made for them, and I didn't really know if they would like it at all, but they love sitting on it, and every time I push them, they like to groom each other and just sit and swing. Over here they've got another swing, and then they've got this boing. They also have a climbing net and another swing down there, so they've got lots to do. So I painted this for above the cage, and I put some leaves on it for decoration. And then I've also got another even bigger one on the back of this wall that I also painted for the room. So over on this wall, I just have a whiteboard where I keep all my animal schedules so that I can make sure I get all their chores done. So right over here, I also have one more bird stand, and this one is on my desk so that when I'm doing homework or anything else, I can put them here and they can just sit with me. So yeah, you can see they're very spoiled little birds, and I'm just so happy they're on the channel now, and I'm glad I could finally share them with you. I've been waiting a really long time to do this video, and I'm glad I finally had time to make it. So I just wanted to give a huge shout out to everyone who helped me decide that Budgies were the right pet for me. Thank you so much for answering all my questions, and I hope you enjoy seeing all the new Budgie content that I plan to have on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my newest pets, and if you want to see more Budgie content, which I hope to be making tons more in the future, then please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!